It's over.
Mother, did you wake up from that dream?
Wow. That was a tough trailblazing expedition. We made it! But, what are we gonna do with the Stellaron? It's usually Mr. Yang who handles it.
He'll be around
I've
shortly,
informed
I'm sure.
Himiko and Mr. Yang already. They'll seal the Stellaron.
Nice! The crisis on this world is basically over, right?
There's still an eternal freeze going on.
The storm still rages on. Now that the Stellaron is sealed, the eternal freeze will slowly recede. The fragmentum won't aggressively expand anymore, but nor will it disappear. Jarilo-6 has a chance to return to life, but it will take time. It will depend on the efforts of the people here.
Thank you. All of you.
Don't be too hard on yourself.
Thank you. I'm fine. Don't worry. There is still much to do. The people will have felt the effects of the engine of creation. There are so many questions to answer, so many truths to reveal. I don't know whether I can get the people to accept all this.
I know what will happen, because I obviously played this part already. So I could go with the path that the game chooses. I won't, though. People should know the truth, in my opinion.
Can I really do that? Tell everyone about Mother's true motives? About a lie perpetrated for 700 years?
No. No. No way.
Seele,
I don't know how to explain it, but I don't think there's any other way. In the underworld, we tell the kids, things will be better tomorrow. Everyone knows it's a lie, but it gets them to sleep with some hope. Can you imagine the consequences if we told the people what happened here? They'd be devastated. If we can't trust the Guardians, who or what can we trust?
I still think
Mother
lying
died
is
to
wrong.
preserve Belobog.
What?
The visitors from beyond the sky told her the secret of the Stellaron. She knew that Alyssa Rand, the first Supreme Guardian, had failed to destroy it. And yet, she decided to challenge its power, a power beyond human comprehension. Supreme Guardian Cocolia sacrificed herself to dispel the dark clouds enveloping this city. From here on out, that's the truth the world will hear. What do you think?
I hate it. Personally, I hate it.
It keeps the hope of preservation alive, at least.
It's logical, and hard to disprove.
Why do we have to lie? I'm abstaining. I like telling the truth. But I get what you're trying to do.
I'm against it. A lie will always be a lie.
I understand. But I must protect those that believe in the architects. For many people, Mother was an outstanding guardian. The whole truth will live on in my mind. All the mistakes, madness, evil, dreams therein. I will be the one to carry that burden.
Which is
Now,
also stupid.
I
in
must
my
take
opinion.
over the duties of the Supreme Guardian and discard my naive fantasies. I'm sorry, Seele. Please, protect this secret with me. Till the end of our lives.
Say no more. I know what to do.
Thank you. Well then, as promised, let's start rebuilding the bridge between the overworld and the underworld.
Like, personally, I would have told the truth. Even if it is
Stella,
hard to hear.
can you tell everyone in the underworld that the Stellaron has been sealed? And tell them the blockade will soon be over. And they will breathe freely again soon.
Of course. Leave it to me. Nat's probably getting anxious about the delay.
While you do that, I'll head back to the administrative district. I need to tell Jabard and serve.
Are you okay?
What's wrong, Branya? Do you feel sick?
I'm fine. I need to hurry.
She's exhausted. Quick, we need to think of something. You, help me out here.
Seal, take Bronya back with you.
Right. I almost forgot. You're still wanted by the guards. I might be an underworlder, but at least I don't stand out as much as you guys. That's settled then. I'll leave Nat to you. Remember to keep the secret. For Brun... No. For Belobog's sake.
So, wanna tell us what happened back there? Don't think you can just reappear on the battlefield with a cool weapon in your hands and skip the story.
I can. That's the second time I've sacrificed myself for you, March. I saw a clip of the preservation.
You drew the Amber Lord's gaze? Right at that moment? That's too much of a coincidence.
She probably doesn't know what happened either. This wouldn't be the first time. Something similar happened when we faced the Doomsday Beast on the space station. Remember that glance from Nanook? Originally, we thought it was because the Stellaron was linked to the destruction. But now it seems to be more than that. We might need to speak with Mr. Yang to understand what's going on. Let's focus on the business at hand first. We shouldn't disrupt Himiko and Mr. Yang while they're dealing with the Stellaron. Let's talk once we're back on the Express.
You're right. We need to finish what we started. Let's hurry up and find Natasha.
Look, there's a big crowd around the clinic. Do you think they felt the effects of the battle just now? Let's go ask around. Natasha, Oleg, hope you didn't have to wait too long. Oh, it's them. I don't know why there's no sound, by the way. You get somewhere fast, but it looks on your faces. I assume you come bearing good news? You bet. You might not believe us, but we summoned up all our strength and then... maybe Vernon should do the talking. I'm not good at serious stuff. I'll probably say something I'll regret. The Guardian sacrificed herself. No, I'm not lying. The Supreme Guardian sacrificed herself to seal the Stellaron. We were there at the fight. We witnessed everything. Sacrificed herself, huh? Sure. Yeah, that's the whole story. Kolya, in order to save Belobog, she... I see. So... now there's no sound whatsoever in the game anymore. There we go. So the massive tremors we felt earlier were a result of the battle? Yeah, it was a hard-won victory. Thank you. I can't even imagine what you've been through up there. I'm just glad everything turned out alright. What about Seely? Don't worry, she's alright. It took a big toll on Bronya, so Seely took her over to the guards. Good. I'm so glad you're all okay. Now that Cocolia's no more, I guess our Silvermane girl is about to become the next Supreme Guardian. She sees things through and doesn't go back on her word. The Underworld will thrive again under her watch. Oh, we brought you a message from Bronya. The blockade will soon be lifted. The people of the Underworld will breathe freely. Breathe freely. That's been our wish all along. March, Don Hong, and Laverna, can I ask for your help again? I want to get this news out to everyone. It will lift their spirits and bring them hope. How does it? Thank you. Choose whoever you like. Wildfire will take care of the rest. Okay. We've gotten to know a lot of Underworlders. Laverna, who do you think we should start with? Let's start with the mining team over at the Great Mine. Watch with that. You can leave the rest to us. If everything goes smoothly, this should be Wildfire's final mission. Do you think the Great Mine was affected by our fighting on the surface? Let's hope it didn't cause a collapse. Well, what I will cause is a restart of the game, because I would like for the audio to actually play, so I'll be right back. Okay, sound seems to be back. I just teleported here because I wanted to talk to the vendor over there. But apparently I'm now dealing with whatever's happening over here. Joshua? I can't remember this event.
This doesn't look good. Can you hear me? Are you okay?
He's probably
She's
just
still
sleeping.
breathing. Try not to panic on Gertie.
Is everything okay? Wait, isn't that Peak? Don't tell me he fell asleep in the middle of the road again.
Oh, it's you three. Back in the underworld so soon? Word must have gotten out that I was renovating the hotel today. Being the kind-hearted young man that he is, Pete came straight over and offered to help. There we were, hard at work, when all of a sudden the hotel started shaking. I got everyone outside as fast as I could, but I think Pete was hit by a ceiling tile.
Nah. Are you sure he was hard at work?
Oh, look! Seems like he's coming around.
Huh?
Peek, are you awake? Oh, thank goodness you're all right. Easy now. Take your time.
Oh, my back. Oh, I was having such a great nap. How did I...
I hate him so much.
Are you okay, bro? Let me take you to Natasha's clinic.
Hey, look where he was lying. What is that?
It's an old photo. I thought I lost this ages ago. How did it get...
Aunt Gertie, isn't that you in the photo? And old Goethe, too. You look so young.
Don't I know it? My distant cousin had only just taken over the family business at the time. He wrote me a letter inviting me to head up and take a look. It's been nearly 20 years already. I remember chatting in the hotel lobby and drinking tea. I wonder if we'll ever get another chance to do that.
You know, we've got some good news for you, haven't we?
We do.
Is that true? Bronya, she... I can't believe my ears.
You and old Goethe will have the kettle on the stove in no time.
I don't know what to say. Turns out things aren't always lost forever. It feels like better days are finally on the horizon. Thank you all so much for coming to tell me the good news. I haven't felt like this in a long time. We'll get plenty of guests staying at the hotel again once the passageway is open. But there's no way I'm letting them set eyes on this old place looking like this. Oh, and we're gonna need to expand the menu. Oh, dear. Action stations!
Action stations? Already? Oh, my head.
I hate pig. Can I slap
Please,
him?
let Dr. Natasha know not to worry. We're all okay. You three will have to come and stay again once the hotel is fully renovated.
Yes, ma'am. We shall. Alright, so I thought I only was supposed to talk to one of the 3 options that Natasha gave us. I guess I can talk to all of them. Issue is, I can't remember what the 3rd option was. Oh, I remember who the other ones were. The molds. I don't know where they are, though. I mean, some of them are here, but
Clocking off. Finally.
I don't care enough about the molds, so I'm just gonna go to the miners.
Oh, look, it's Antonia! The miners and vagrants are all in the same spot.
Perfect.
I sure hope they're not arguing again. Quick, let's head over.
Here, take it. I'm afraid we're short on goods and materials right now.
Oh, well, we actually have enough for the moment. You hang on to it.
Yay, they're getting
Hey,
along.
are you guys causing trouble again?
It's you! Oh, no, you misunderstand. There was a huge quake at the mine just now. Part of it collapsed. The vagrants here hadn't stopped to help. I doubt we'd have gotten everyone out in one piece. I was just discussing how to repay them. It's a shame the mining team's hard up right now.
I've got you covered.
Can't we get Branya to cover the bill? Can we focus? Tell them the good news already.
No. I refuse.
You mean to say that we're about to be reunited with the overworld?
Are you serious? This has gotta be a dream. Good things don't happen to us.
Today they do. And you're not dreaming. If you don't believe us, pinch yourself.
If things go back to the way they were 10 years ago, then the mining team can finally escape this poverty.
Yay!
And you won't have to rely on the charity of others. We'll finally be living with the dignity we deserve.
Aww. Now, let it out.
Thank you, outsiders, from the bottom of my heart. The mining team will remember you as heroes, as will the rest of the underworld. Please tell Natasha that we're ready to get back to work. If the cable car station can start operating again, we'll dispatch a mining representative to negotiate with the architects.
Noise. Wonderful. New message. I have a few of those. The sealing of the Stellaron is complete and the spatial distortion is dissipating. Good job. We should be back soon. Don't rush. Go at your own pace. The express will be here before you're ready to leave. Great. I'm craving some juice. Pum Pum still owes me a glass. How is Jarilo-6? Not great. Even though the influence of the Stellaron has basically subsided, the existing fragmentum is too deeply rooted. The eternal freeze has lasted a very long time, enough to severely impact the ecology of the planet. In short, the planet probably won't regain the vitality that it once had 1,000 years ago in such a short time. Oh, how could this be? Is there anything else we can do? As trailblazers, our mission has already concluded successfully. The fate of this world should be handed back to its inhabitants. Humankind has always struggled against austere austere conditions and had always managed to thrive in spite of it. Now that the Eternal Freeze is gone, the fragmentum has lost its momentum to expand. Jarilo-6 will be revitalized. Believe in the perseverance of her people. I detected a high-frequency spatial energy surge in the north of Jarilo-6. You might be interested in checking it out. Don't worry. The energy is not related to the Stellaron. It's only an echo left behind after spatial distortions fade away. Inside the echo, our perceptions of space and time that we are used to will become radically altered, to the point where it might even reconstruct certain scenes from our own past experiences. If you're in the mood and wish to relive those memorable adventures, you can try your luck at places where echoes can be found. Which is basically just a new game mechanic.
Mr. Yang put it nicely, but the reality is this. We sealed the Stellaron, but that's not gonna solve the problems on this planet. There I was getting excited to tell everyone the good news.
It's still good news. We did all we could, now it's a matter of time.
That's the cruelty of a Stellaron. Still, compared with some of the other planets we visited, at least this one has hope.
So, should we tell everyone the deal?
We should tell Branya when the time's right. Let's not dampen the spirit just yet.
Okay, back to Natasha's clinic. Let's say goodbye to everyone.
Are you hurt? Let me take a look.
Dr. Natasha, we are back.
Is everyone all right? Thanks for your help.
Maybe next time we can send a group notification. For you, anything.
I'm flattered. Now we just have to wait for the official news. I hope Branya doesn't keep us too long.
Huh. Do you think Svarog and Clara felt the effects of our battle with the Guardian?
Probably.
I think they'll be fine. Plus, Svarog's devotion to Clara is even greater than his hostility to Wildfire. If you're worried, you could look for them over at the robot settlement.
Let's do that. Thankfully, teleporting is so quick.
Outsiders. For friends of Clara.
Yes. Hey, Perkins.
How did you know that was Perkins?
Thank you for rescuing Clara.
Seems like Perkins picked up a stammer.
Its language module must have malfunctioned. Can you take us to Clara?
Outsiders are friends of Clara. Follow me.
Yes, sir. Hey, there are more people in here. Hi, Clara. Hi, Swarog.
You have visitors, Clara.
Actually, both. We're visiting both of you.
It's the variables.
Wow, another nickname for the collection.
There was a huge shaking just now coming up through the ground. Mr. Svarog said it must have been...
Recalculating. Conclusion. Engine of creation. 97.66% probability.
Old friend of yours? Any other secret weapons you'd like to tell us about?
The engine of creation was an immense construction machine created by the architects. It was not built to fight.
Fair enough.
Well, whatever. We won. Thanks to that giant robot, we were finally able to take care of the Stellaron. And Branya made a promise. The underworld and the overworld will soon be reunited. Which means that you, Svarog, you won't have to worry about preserving the underworld for the time being.
Yay!
March, everyone, thank you so much. I wasn't sure you guys would be able to do it, but But now... Mr. Svarog, what do you say? You guys said you were travelers from other worlds, right? I want to be just like you. One day, I'm gonna go traveling to faraway places and make new friends.
Your future is yours to decide. Okay, you do you.
Calculation result. Update. Mission number 0001. Preserve the underworld. Complete.
Yay! Another new message. Marge, Dunhong, Laverna, are you seeing this? This Android can actually send messages. Yep, taste and stickers. A message has been sent. How do you feel? Physically, I mean. Thanks, Cecilia. Ooh, I'm fine now. Thank goodness, I've already given the orders to the Silvermane guards to immediately lift the blockade between the... I can't read that fast, game, please. Between the overworld and the underworld. And some people in the underworld should have already received the notice. After closing for more than a decade, the cable car station should finally be reopening soon. If you don't mind, I would like you to come to the overworld for my succession ceremony. Woohoo! We would miss it for the universe. We'll be there. See you there then. Your stickers, so.
That's our Branya! Quick as a flash!
Streets of us.
She certainly moves a lot faster than some people I know.
If you haven't got anything nice to say right now, zip it.
You made it. I thought you were about to miss out on a moment of history.
No way! After all our hard work, how could we miss out on the final celebration, right?
I will consider the children's. No, the smell of freedom's in the air.
I smell it too. For Oleg and I, not to mention the other adults, reopening the passageway means rediscovering old ways of living. Return to normality. Survival is no longer the top of the agenda. But for the children who were born into this era, who grew up in this isolation, this will be a new life altogether. Once you've tasted freedom, it's difficult to accept a life of separation and isolation. Those of us whose childhoods were marred by tragedy, we must strive to do better for the next generation.
Well spoken.
I'm sorry. Here I am talking your ear off again. This is a day to remember. We should welcome it with smiles.
Yes.
If you have time, talk to the folks here. Every one of them will tell you about their excitement. Then when you're ready, let's go home.
I'm gonna talk to you.
Finally, I can get back to supervising the cable cars. I thought I'd spend the rest of my life in those mines. Ah, it's you, the liberators of the underworld. You're the first passengers we've had since being sealed off. It'll be my honor to get you to the surface in one piece.
Woohoo! Do you have a license? Does this a thing have a good safety record?
Relax. In all my 20 years on the job, there were only ever... Anyway, none of them were serious.
Okay.
So, ready to climb aboard?
Yes, sir. Time to take the kids out for some fresh air.
Brothers, sisters, ladies, gentlemen, boys and girls of all ages, gather round. The cable car passenger service is about to restart.
Whoa! Look at the big blue ceiling!
That's not a ceiling, Hook. That's the sky.
So this is the overworld? The air here smells different?
Less rust and geomarrow particles floating around. Take a deep breath, children. This is what freedom tastes like. I never thought I'd live to see the administrative district again. All those years. We've been through a lot, Natasha.
You're right, Oleg. It's funny. The moment I boarded the cable car, my mind was filled with everything I wanted to do on the surface. But now, I just want to sit down, zone out, and watch the people coming and going. And let the day just pass me by.
Enjoy the peace and quiet, Natasha.
That's a good plan.
We earned it.
It's Japard! Is he here to meet us?
He's still on duty. Huh. He must have recovered quickly.
Let's go say hi!
He's here to beat us up again. Hi,
Welcome
Chappie.
back to the administrative district, Trailblazers.
Trailblazers. First time anyone's called us that on this planet.
The architects think it's only right that we should address you properly. Outsiders is hardly fitting anymore. Please allow me to apologize again for what happened in the restricted zone. You were only trying to help. I should have trusted Serval's judgment.
Yes, this knows what's
I'll
up.
keep that in mind. Thanks. Lady Bronya's inaugural address will begin soon. She asked me to pass on her invitation to you.
Thank you.
Huh? That's sooner than I expected. Is she well enough to...
Not really. But Lady Bronya insisted on delivering the speech as soon as possible. She wants the people to understand what happened. The address will be held at Everwinter Monument. I hope the three of you can find time to attend.
Yeah, I guess we aren't that busy. It's whatever. Hey, Oleg.
Excuse me. Are you Captain Oleg?
What? I didn't think anyone would still remember my name after all this time.
Of course we remember. Every young guard knows about your courageous exploits.
Oh, no.
Oh? Which ones might they be? The time I finished off that rampaging prowler with just 3 bullets? Or when I defended the outpost from monsters for 6 days straight without food or water?
I haven't heard of either of them, actually. But I'd love to hear all about them.
Sure. In which case, I'll cut my walk short and tell you all the grisly details.
Yay! Alright, let's talk to some other people. Well, in this case, I already saw Natasha, so let's talk to her.
I don't know if you've ever had that feeling. When you stop and look back on the things you've done, and wonder at all the obstacles you've overcome, the strength you've displayed. And then you start to doubt yourself, and wonder if you've lost that drive. If everything were to happen again, would you still stand strong? You do?
Yeah.
Oh, good. Oh, I mean, it's good to know someone in this world feels the same way as me. I haven't been able to sit back once over the past 10 years. A moment's negligence could have brought wildfire crashing down, and the underworld would have been beyond saving. Staying vigilant wasn't the issue. It was the not knowing whether I'd ever be able to let my guard down again.
It's gonna take her a while to...
No matter what anyone says, I believe your arrival was the reward for my long vigil. Thank you, Trailblazer.
You're welcome, Nat. You are welcome. I would like to find, if I can, Clara. if she is around. Don't care about Hook, but Clara would be nice to find.
Hey, did you know?
Hi, Celine Dion. Oh, I was about to say, there she is. Oh, I was about to say I'm not going to look too long for her, but then I find both of them.
Wow! Did you see that, Clara? A super big steel monster just ran past! I don't think that's a monster. Mr. Svarog's database has information about it. It's called...
Streetcar.
I can't remember. Don't worry about the name. The important thing is I saw what it can do. It has a huge appetite and swallows people whole. And it just so happens to be the mole's next target. We'll defeat the iron monster and save the people in its tummy. I don't think that's how it works.
Please, someone stop Hook. Someone, anyone.
Look, there's a crowd gathering over there. Is the address starting soon?
Probably.
Looks like it. Bronya hasn't arrived yet, though. Let's find somewhere to wait.
Time to rest. On a bench that isn't even empty? We could have waited on this bench. Let's rest.
Guards! Formation!
Whoa, this must be it!
Citizens of Belobog, I kindly ask for your attention. Lady Bronya Rand's inaugural address will begin shortly. Please remain orderly.
People of Belobog, hear me! Today we gather here to celebrate our victory, but it was a sacrifice made by a mighty guardian that delivered us this opportunity. She dispelled an evil that cost us 700 years of suffering. And in the process, she paid the ultimate price. The sacrifice of Cocolia Rand ushers in a new chapter. The blizzard beyond the walls will die away, and the offensives of our Silvermane guards will begin to contain the Fragmentum's advance. In the far north, I witnessed with my own eyes the struggle between the late Supreme Guardian and the evil power that sought to destroy us. In her last moments, the Supreme Guardian told me her greatest regret. The order to seal off the underworld from the overworld. With the passage of time, she gradually came to realize the consequences of that decision. Although tortured with guilt, she could not undo the damage. In her final moments, she wanted us to mark the Stellaron's end by reuniting Belobog. Overworlders and underworlders must embrace the dawn of a new age. Together. People of the underworld, I dare not ask for your forgiveness. I now know the reality of your decade of suffering. But I want us to work together. We know that without your perseverance and hard work, Belobog will not recover its former glory. And the seed of civilization will not be preserved. And on that note, I'd like to extend my heartfelt gratitude to a few guests of the city. Most of you were not aware of their arrival. But it is thanks to them that our world now flourishes with hope. They made me realize that while we remain focused on preserving the ground beneath our feet, we should not forget to look up into the sky. I firmly believe that with the determination of everyone, our world, the world the Trailblazers call Jarilo-vi, will no longer be alone among the stars. But before we accomplish that goal, I humbly ask you to follow me into the future. I, Bronya Rand, the 19th Guardian of Belobog, hereby take my oath.
19.
Lady Bronya! Lady Bronya!
Interesting.
Long live Belobog! Bronya, we're back!
March, Don Hung, and you. It's wonderful you made it to the address. Sorry, I know the invitation was very last minute, but I needed to get the news out as soon as possible. The longer people waited, the more rumors started to swirl. The situation risked spinning out of control.
Oh, you mean that the actual truth could have been could have come out? Was Celine not there for the address?
Oh, she was there. She just made sure no one could see her. Azila is still new to the vastness of the overworld. She feels uncomfortable in a big crowd. I'll help her adjust to life here.
That was some speech, Bronya. If I had to talk like that in front of a huge crowd, I'd be shaking head to toe.
It was all just a bunch of palatable lies. I hope you never have a similar experience, March.
It was your decision. The part about preserving the seat of civilization was real. You didn't all just
I
lie.
prefer to be honest with the people. But I also want to preserve their hope.
Don Hung, wanna talk about Mr. Yang's findings?
Allow me to explain.
Which means the fragmentum has already taken root by this point. Even though the Stellaron is sealed, we won't be able to reverse the damage immediately.
Stellarons are terrible things, and we didn't promise shit.
I know. Our ancestors wouldn't have risked using one if they'd had other ways of avoiding calamity. You've gone out of your way to save this world. You nearly lost your life.
Yeah.
I have no right to ask for more. Besides,
Been there, done that.
I agree with Mr. Yang. Ultimately, the fate of Belobog is in the hands of its own people.
We'll do everything within our power to help.
In that case, as a leader, I must give you a promise of the same weight. We will hold out with everything we have until the day you trailblazers return. Even if it takes another 700 years, the children of Jarilo-6 will look up to the sky with hope in their hearts. So long, my friends. May the preservation bless your journey.
Congrats! That was one heck of a first trailblazing expedition.
It was indeed.
Worth celebrating, I'd say.
Oh god, yes. On a scale from 1 to 5, how would you rate this trip?
2.5.
What? That run-of-the-mill, huh?
My scoring criteria are different from yours.
Anyway, we should be asking you. Any thoughts you want to share?
Time for a nap.
Wait, what? No way! We're about to leave and I've hardly got any decent photos.
Skill issue?
Come on! Let's go back to the administrative district and hang out for a bit longer. Bronya said she's willing to wait 700 years for us. Huh. Don Hung, how long can humans live for?
Forever. But in that scenario, they can't be considered human anymore.
Yikes, so serious. I was just curious.
Interesting foreshadowing there, Mr. Don.
Here we are, Everwinter Monument. Photo time! Oh, Payla and Hook are here too. Let's make sure we get them in the background.
Maybe we could try for a cleaner composition for this one. Yeah, sure, let's show them the picture. Hello, Miss Payla.
Oh, so much ice! But it's warm here. Aren't you overworlders worried it'll melt?
Not at all. It may look like ice, but it's actually a monument carved out of geomarrow crystal.
Ah, geomarrow! It's a shame Daddy isn't here. He'd find a buyer for it and sell it for big bucks.
How do I explain? This particular piece of geomarrow is definitely not for sale.
Have a look. I took a photo of everyone.
Photo? What's that? Hook wants to see it.
I must remind you that taking photos of others without gaining their permission violates Belobog Public Security Ordinance number... Wait, that's a nice picture. And it's crystal clear.
Wow, photos are awesome. Can Hook have it?
Nope, mine.
You like it? It's yours. A farewell gift from us. Okay, where to next? Oh, we haven't seen Serval since we got back. Let's head to the workshop.
Far away from Hook, please. That's all I'm asking.
Who's there? Didn't your parents tell you to knock before... It's you three! Come on in! I was just talking to Clara about you.
How have you been, big sister?
Aww.
Miss Serval's workshop is amazing. There are all kinds of things. I like it here a lot.
Miss Serval? Clara is such a well-mannered kid. Meanwhile, the architect's children are still calling me auntie and making me feel old.
Still looking to hire assistants for the workshop.
Hey, that's not your line. We're here to take a photo, remember?
Photo? This feels like one of my fan meetups.
Aww.
Anyway, for you guys, I do autographs for free.
Wow.
Photo. Oh, I remember. When I was little, Mr. Svarog took a photo for me.
Over here, Clara. Want to learn some cool poses?
Sadly, I can't make them do cool poses, so they're just looking at me.
Wow, that's pretty great. I wish the photographers at my shows had your skills.
Huh? Am I really that short? I thought...
You're a big girl.
Don't worry. If you eat like Don Hung, you'll be as tall as him one day.
I'll let that slip.
Here, keep it. A little farewell gift from the Astral Express.
Huh? You're leaving so soon? I understand. Well, this photo will always be close to my heart. I'll make a copy for you too, Clara.
Thanks, Miss Serval. Big sister, March, Danhung. Thanks for taking care of me. Safe travels.
Thank you.
If you have time, please come back and visit me and Mr. Svarog.
Absolutely.
That's enough sightseeing and photo taking to last me a while. Time to head back to the Goethe Hotel for a good night's sleep.
We can sleep when we're back on the Express.
Not so fast! Last time we were here, that evil Madam Guardian interrupted us before we'd gotten the most out of our luxury suites. Don't you think we should make up for it?
No.
Come on! Himeko and Mr. Yang are grown-ups. I'm sure they'll cope without us for one night. Besides, don't you want to chit-chat with the locals now that Belobog is full of life again? I know I do.
I just want to go on my next adventure.
Come around and have a look.
More adventures. Return to the hotel and rest, with no surprises this time. I don't trust that quest description at all. Right, let's lay down. You're overwhelmed by a sea of weariness. Go sleep. The engine of creation, Cocolia, an ethereal outer space, the gaze of preservation, your fragmented memory of the battle forms a blurry and surreal montage. In the midst of this frantic tapestry of events, you see the moment Cocolia perished with the Stellaron. A strange voice speaks to you in a hushed tone. But the voice passes rapidly. You try to recall what you saw in those fleeting moments, but find no trace. All of a sudden, you hear it again, a female voice in your ear.
At the end of your journey, all that perplexes you and troubles you will resolve.
Hi, Kafka.
Oh, it was a close thing, all right. Good thing it dawned on me. Hey, Sampo doesn't have to be a protagonist, right? The likes of us are better suited to, shadowy comic relief, eh?
Oh, right. It's not auto.
Turns out the Astral Express crew is more fun than I expected. You liked it? Really? Told you so. No, I'm in no hurry to leave. What? Oh, Epsilon? What fun can you get out of a giant Vanity Fair like that? True happiness always entails the manifestation of the dignity of mankind. Now, that's a quote I live by. Well, bye for now. Send my regards to the guys and girls in the tavern. Oh, and don't forget to say that Sempo Kuski will catch them for the next one. Time to make my curtain call. To you, my dear audience, I dedicate my performance. I wonder, did I bring a little more joy into your lives? You don't have to answer that. But if the answer is no, then you'll break my heart.
Sorry, Sampo, I don't like you. Go away.
We should be getting back to the Express. Time to find March and Danheng.
Let's go!
Morning! How did you sleep? I'm full of energy myself.
I, dreamed about something.
You poor thing. I'll go check the lunar calendar. Today might be unlucky.
Probably is.
Did you get Himiko's message? It's time to go. The conductor will nag us again if we put the express behind schedule.
Yeah. Well, pack your souvenirs and stuff. Back home we go.
Let's go! Bid farewell to Belobog. Goodbye,
Here
Belobog.
we are at last. It's sad to say goodbye.
Nothing lasts forever. You'll stop feeling sad the moment you set foot on the express.
Hey, I'm not that heartless, you know.
Priorities? What do you mean? Are you saying rebuilding the underworld isn't one of your priorities?
Of course not. I'm just saying we have limited assets and we need new parameters.
Assets? Assets, parameters. You sure love your fancy words. Ugh, forget it. Leave it to me. I'll go down myself.
Come on, Seela. I won't leave you to—
Look, Bronya!
Bye.
There'll be plenty of difficulties waiting for them, right?
Yes. Their future is filled with even more uncertainty than ours. But we will prevail here, even if it means arguments like this go on forever.
They won't go on forever if I win them.